From understanding the new student loan forgiveness program to making sure you have enough money for retirement, it is Money Monday, a segment here at 4 o'clock where we discuss easy ways to understand our finances. Our financial expert, Paul Hood, is back with us to help us out today. Paul, it's great to see you. Back from Texas.
Yeah.
So we're going to start today with something a little different. We're going to talk about these student loans. The Biden administration announced a plan to forgive thousands of dollars of student loan debt. What does this mean for the average American who's still working on paying off their loans?
Well, so if it goes through, I think there's a lot of challenges that are probably going to happen. But if it goes through, the thing that most people need to know is unless they make special provisions, there's something in the Internal Revenue Code that is called debt forgiveness income. So it'll be taxable. So if somebody has $10,000 or $20,000 worth of student loans forgiven, for $20,000, you're probably looking at about $4,000 or $5,000 in tax. So on $20,000 in student loans, it's going to be a while before you pay $4,000 or $5,000 on it. So from a cash flow standpoint, it's probably going to hurt people in the short term because they're going to have to come up with taxes. Now, if he gets it to go through and it's going to be up to Congress to say it's not taxable, but a lot of Congress isn't for this.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. That's something people probably don't even think about is they got to pay taxes on it. That's a lot of money. Yeah. All right, now we got a couple of viewer questions today. The first one comes from William, and William says, I'm looking into starting a foundation through the company I own to help give back to the community. Is there a particular type of nonprofit I need to file for? How will this impact my taxes?
So, William, it depends. You know, a lot of people, that sounds great. There's a section in Internal Revenue Codes called a 501c3 is the most common, and that's a general nonprofit. Now, what you have to watch out for is they have things called private foundations, and so it can get real complicated depending on who's funding. So the benefit of a nonprofit is the money that gets contributed is tax deductible by other people. So unless he's going to be raising money from other people, it's not worth the expense because it's going to cost him on the low end $2,000, on the high end $10,000 or $12,000 just to set it up. So if he's just wanting to give to somebody that's already established. If he's wanting to raise money from other people, then maybe he should set up the private or the nonprofit. Okay,
good advice. And we got one more question today, and it comes from Ruth. Ruth says, I'm concerned about having enough money to retire with this current period of inflation. Would it be smart to delay filing for Social Security in order to protect my retirement fund?
So the question is a little confusing because delaying filing for Social Security to protect your retirement fund, if you're already retired, that means you're taking more money out of your retirement plan. I'm assuming what she's saying is she's going to delay retiring. And, you know, that's potentially, you know, a good thing if you don't need to. But, you know, my deal is you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And I work with a lot of people that retire and then 5 years later, you know, God calls them home and so they're not here anymore. So you have to quantify what showing up for work every day means. And if you can control your lifestyle, then it's okay. Typically, retiring early versus later, or normal retirement, is about a 12 to 15-year window, meaning if you think you're going to live at least 15 years, maybe wait till normal retirement to draw your Social Security. If you don't want to chance it, get it as early as you can and go to the beach.
All right, Paul, great advice. Thanks so much. If you have a financial question you would like me to ask Paul next week, send them to us at moneymonday@griffin.news. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.